welcome to my channel. This is Amrita and I'll be discussing about anger today. Anger, which takes a lot of energy from you and me. Anger is something which all of us should avoid. And the thing is, you cannot, control a negative emotion or a negative thought that comes to your mind, but you can always learn how to tackle them. You can always learn how to, look after your mental well-being. You as a self-care, the person who looks after her or his self-care or prioritizes his mental peace, one of the biggest quality which you should have is to learn how to tackle the negative emotion. Negative emotions and thoughts, they keep on coming to your brain. You cannot control the negative thoughts, but you can always learn how to tackle them. Anger is one of the main culprit. It's the enemy of you. Now, when I say this, why do I say this? It's because anger not only affects you mentally, emotionally, it also affects you physically. You know what happens that when you are angry, your blood flow, what will happen is instead of going to the gut and instead of going to the brain, your blood flow will start going to your muscles. And that is because the body gets prepared for the physical exertion which is going to happen because you're angry. High BP, stroke, and all the other issues which arise are due to anger. People get headaches, migraines, some people get abdominal pain, some people get high BP. You would have often heard, right, that when somebody gets angry, they get that BP arises. People get stroke. It's because the blood flow, what it does is like when you're angry, you feel like you want to physically abuse somebody, or your the blood flow needs to go to your muscles instead of your gut and brain. So the main thing about anger is you need to learn how to control it, how to contain it. Okay, now keeping it inside all the time will also bother you. What you have to learn is how to let it go. I've talked about how to let it go in the previous video. You can have a watch and come back to this video, but I'll be talking about only anger today. Now, one of the things which I have been practicing when it comes to anger is I will first take long deep breaths. Okay, long deep breaths. It can be 5 or 10, how much ever time it takes for me to cool down. Depends from situation to situation. All the situations are not same. Okay, and the second thing which I do is, even if I don't get calm after the breathing exercise, I will go and write it down somewhere. Okay, I will write it down and I will keep it. And the next day I will come and read it. Do I feel the same thing about the person? Do I really want to kill the person which I was trying to kill yesterday? Hypothetically, okay, I'm not killing somebody, but if I want to write it down, I will write it down, And another main thing, which helped me realize in this whole anger management issue is that when I talk to the person, if it is my friend or it can be your parent or child, anybody, I will go and address the issue. I will say that whatever happened, it hurt me personally due to this, or it affects me in this way. I was upset. Remember that always I use a I perspective. It's not you perspective. When I say I perspective, I will tell what I am feeling. I will not blame, or I will not victimize, or I will not accuse. Okay, do not blame and victimize. If you blame the other person, then the other person will get angry instead of understanding you. Okay, when you victimize yourself, this keeps on happening to me, oh, I feel so sad, all the things in my life have bothered me only. No, it doesn't work. Victim role will never let you succeed. It will never let you be responsible. Okay, so do not victimize, but tell the I story. That's what works for me. In other forms, anger, for different people have different ways of dealing with their anger. Me personally, I will take long deep breaths and I will write it down, and also I will talk to the person if needed. If the person is worth keeping in my life and I think that I should go and communicate, I will. But other forms of anger management also include meditation, and sometimes you also need a help from a doctor. Okay, and one of the main things which helps my mental peace to stay in place is that I need to exercise. I have noticed that if I don't exercise for a few days, I will get irritated. It also studies, some of the studies will show you that a lot of researchers will tell you how exercise releases hormones in your brain, and that helps you keep being happy. Exercise is one of the main things also used when anger management issues are taken care of. So anger management relation, when it any topic related to anger management comes in, the symptoms and everything, it can be, physical symptoms, it can be emotional symptoms, people under depression as well. But the main thing is how you take care of it. Different things work for different people. For me it works for long breath and writing it down. For you it would be meditation or going for a long walk. Sometimes walking also helps, when you're angry, just leave everything and go for a walk. And one of the main things which you should do when you are angry is that you need to walk out of the situation. Okay, let's say your boss is yelling at you. Just nod a yes to the boss and just don't do anything about it at that particular moment. Think hard, write it down, cool down, go back to your boss and discuss. Okay, but do not reply. When we're angry, we here to reply, we here to react. But that's not the thing. You should here to respond, not to react. Reaction will always, turn it into an argument, and it will turn bad with anybody. So whenever you are getting angry in a particular situation, you tell the person, I need some time off, I am going. Then come back after you think over it over a while, but come back. So this is what will work for you also in the long run. But do try it out. Meditation, long deep breaths, walk, exercise, anything. And a journal, I usually write it down. So it helps me convey my emotions to to somebody. Now my book is my friend, so I write it down there. You can talk to some person if you want, like if you're angry you can talk to somebody, but some people find it difficult to confide in one particular person, so people write it down as well. So let me know what works for you. And also if you need some of the content, or to be topics to be discussed on, please let me know so I can create more content on them. Thank you.